Is there a secret recipe to acing exams? Can you study smarter, not harder? These questions might plague your mind as you prepare for the daunting task of studying for exams. It's a challenge that can cause even the most diligent students to break out in a cold sweat. The stress, the pressure, the sheer volume of information to absorb. It can all feel overwhelming. But fear not, for you are not alone. Students all over the globe grapple with these same struggles. The good news is there are ways to make this challenge less intimidating. This video is dedicated to unearthing those strategies that can turn the tide in your favor. We're here to shine a light on practical study hacks that have the potential to transform your study sessions and ultimately your grades. So buckle up and prepare to take notes. Embark on this journey to discover the ultimate study hacks that every student needs to know. Imagine having a roadmap to guide your exam preparation. That's the power of planning. What if you could transform that formidable mountain of study material into smaller, more manageable hills? That's where planning comes into play. Just as a traveler wouldn't set out on a journey without a map, a student shouldn't start studying without a plan. Creating a study schedule is a critical first step. A study schedule isn't just a timetable, it's a blueprint of your study strategy. It's a way to break down your study material into digestible chunks and allocate time to each topic. It's a tool to keep track of your progress, allowing you to clearly see what you've accomplished and what's next on the agenda. Let's take a moment to talk about setting realistic study goals. That we've all been there, ambitiously declaring we'll study for 8 hours straight, only to find ourselves exhausted after 2. When setting your study goals, be realistic. Consider your concentration span, your other commitments, and the complexity of the material. Remember, it's about the quality of your study time, not just the quantity. The power of planning also extends to the type of study you'll do. You might designate certain times for reading, others for note-taking, and yet others for review. This variety can help prevent study fatigue and keep your brain engaged. And let's not forget about planning for breaks. Yes, you heard it right. Even your breaks need planning. It's scientifically proven that our brain needs regular intervals of rest to absorb information effectively, so include short breaks in your study schedule to recharge and refresh your mind. Lastly, be flexible with your plan. It needs to serve you, not the other way around. If something isn't working, make adjustments. Your plan should evolve with your needs. Remember, a well-planned study schedule is your first step towards acing your exams. It's like having a personal GPS for your study journey, guiding you smoothly towards your destination. So start planning today and take control of your study success. It's time to unlock the power of planning. Ever wondered why you forget what you read in just a few days? It's because passive reading isn't enough. Now, let's take a moment to ponder over the concept of active learning. You see, active learning is when you engage with the material you're studying rather than just passively taking it in. It's the difference between watching a game of chess and playing it. When you're playing, you're making decisions, thinking ahead, and reacting to the game. Similarly, active learning involves engaging with the material, asking questions, making connections, and truly understanding the information. First, let's talk about self-quizzing. This technique is as simple as it sounds, yet incredibly powerful. After reading a section of your textbook or notes, form questions based on the material and test yourself. Not only does this help you identify areas where your understanding may be shaky, it also reinforces the information in your memory. Another technique is teaching someone else. When you teach, you have to understand the material well enough to explain it clearly. This forces you to delve deeper into the material and grasp it more thoroughly. So, find a study buddy or even an imaginary friend and start teaching. Next up, we have flashcards. These handy little tools are perfect for memorizing facts, definitions, or formulas. Write the question on one side and the answer on the other. Regularly reviewing these flashcards will embed the information into your long-term memory. Each of these techniques requires you to actively engage with the material, rather than just passively reading it, and that's the key here. Active learning requires more effort in the short term, but the payoff in terms of retention and understanding is immense. So, the next time you hit the books, don't just read. Interact with the material, question it, understand it, make it a part of you. Incorporate active learning into your study routine and watch your retention rates soar. I think studying for hours on end without a break helps? Think again. It's a common misconception that marathon study sessions are the way to success. But in reality, your brain needs downtime to process and retain information. Consider it like a muscle that needs rest to recover and grow stronger. Now let's talk about a specific strategy that puts this theory into practice. The Pomodoro technique. This method involves studying for 25 minutes, then taking a 5-minute break. The idea is to work with the time you have, rather than against it. During the break, stand up, stretch, take a sip of water, or simply rest your eyes. This helps to reset your focus and refresh your mind. Don't underestimate the power of these short, regular breaks. They can boost your productivity, reduce mental fatigue, and make your study time more effective. So remember, your brain needs rest to consolidate and retain information. Don't skip those breaks. Can your diet and sleep habits affect your exam performance? Absolutely. Our bodies and brains are incredibly interconnected, and what we put into one we can expect to see reflected in the other. So let's dive a bit deeper into this idea of a healthy lifestyle and see how it can directly impact your academic success. Firstly, let's talk about food, the fuel for our bodies and brains. Nutritious, well-balanced meals are crucial for maintaining energy and focus throughout the day. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, such as fish and nuts, are known for supporting brain health. Fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains also play significant roles in maintaining a steady supply of energy. So remember, your diet isn't just about keeping your body in shape, it's about keeping your mind in shape too. Now let's move on to exercise. Regular physical activity can seem like a low priority when you're up to your ears in textbooks and study guides. But here's the thing. Exercise is not a distraction from your studies. In fact, it's a powerful tool that can enhance your cognitive function, reduce stress, and improve your mood. Even a brisk 20-minute walk can make a big difference. Lastly, we cannot overlook the importance of a good night's sleep. It's during sleep that our brains consolidate what we've learned during the day. It's a crucial part of the memory formation process, so pulling all-nighters or skimping on sleep in the lead-up to exams can actually be counterproductive. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night for optimal performance. In conclusion, your health is not something separate from your academic life, it's a key component of it. It's the foundation that supports all of your efforts. So, don't neglect it. To ace your exams, you must not only feed your mind, but also your body. So, what's the secret recipe for acing exams? Well, let's take a moment to recap what we've covered. First off, we discussed the indispensable power of planning. Organizing your study schedule, prioritizing subjects, and setting realistic goals can make a world of difference. Next, we dove into active learning techniques. Remember, it's not just about reading and rereading. Engage with the material, question it, discuss it. That's how you retain information. Then we talked about the importance of taking breaks. Your brain needs time to absorb information and recharge. Regular breaks can actually boost productivity and creativity. Finally, we highlighted the role of a healthy lifestyle in your study routine. Good nutrition, exercise, and sufficient sleep are all vital for optimum cognitive function. Now you have the ultimate study hacks in your toolkit. Use them wisely and watch your exam scores climb.